we have seen a lot of people who are supporters of Ethereum start to discuss price. And Darius, being the co-founder of QCP Capital, what will this merge do to Ethereum's price in the short term as well as the long term?
I think the narrative, the merge narrative in the trading world has been very, very strong. Ethereum is more than 2 times the price it was from the lows not too long ago, right? The interest in owning Ethereum and the interest in betting on higher price has been huge. So just to give you an example of this, for the first time ever, open interest in Ethereum options has far surpassed Bitcoin. Right now it stands at about 8 billion versus Bitcoin, which is about 5 billion. So this is unprecedented. And it tells you how much interest there is in terms of betting on the merge. And more interesting to me as well is how many institutional players have been part of this speculation on the merge, right? That has brought the price here, not just in spot, but in terms of options and derivatives as well. It has been a huge long narrative for Ethereum. So less sure about what's going to happen, but just the narrative alone of the merge has already driven Ethereum price up, and it's very clearly an Ethereum narrative, because if you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin cross is breaking the highs as well, above 0.8 now, which is historically quite a bit of a resistance ceiling for the cross. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin very, very strongly. But of course, there have been concerns that the merge might not go as smoothly as purported. So in the last couple of weeks, guys like there've been some of the miners and some of the trading guys have highlighted that it might be a hard fork rather than a merge. Making the merge a bit of a misnomer. Thereby creating value in the POW chain as well as the POS chain, similar to what a stock split might look like, right? So the price of POS might give way to some value in POW. And I think that's created some interesting trading opportunities as well. If you look at the futures curve, September and December futures are trading at a discount to spot, meaning that folks are playing this by buying spot and selling the futures, and assuming that in a riskless situation they would be able to earn those POW tokens by holding Ethereum spot against a hedge position in the futures. And that's been quite significant. I think the September futures have gone down to like minus 8% annualized. And you're also seeing that discount in staked ETH, right? So if you look at Lido staked ETH, it's trading at a 2.5 to 3% discount. So one can assume that the market is pricing in that the proof of work tokens would be worth about 2.5 to 3% of the value of the POS tokens. So yeah, interesting narrative that's gone on. It's been a massive boost for the for Ethereum as well as Ethereum derivatives. In what usually is a quiet August, has been a very active one. And I think this narrative has been great for crypto overall, right? It's provided a story for institutional investors to come in and participate. The irony is that I don't think most people know exactly what the mechanics of the merge are. It shows because everyone was sort of assuming that it's going to be a merge per se, when actually it's going to be a fork, right? Or rather, it will be, the mechanics wise, it is a fork. It's just that most people assume that the POW tokens will not be worth much. But what I can say is that the market is not pricing in that much disruption, so the market assumes that it would probably be quite smooth. I'm not sure about that. There could be potential disruptions, as the merge happens. It's not as uncomplicated as people think. I guess the other guys can explain exactly what those complications could be. But they are wide ranging, and there is tail risk over this. So I think for us, we have been making sure that we are long volatility and long options over the merge. I think that makes sense. There is tail risk, and usually, as per previous forks, the uncertainty results in some short-term price volatility. So I think those are some clear plays that we could do in terms of being long volatility. And also the discount of futures to spot is unnatural. So I think the moment the merge completes, the curve goes back into premium. So if you think that the POW tokens are going to be worthless, a very obvious trade is to sell spot and buy the futures. To make that sort of arbitrage, assuming the tokens are not worth anything, you would make a profit from the futures going from negative discount into positive.